Some weeks you just get a lot of little sales, and this week was one of those weeks. If you want to see what sold, stay tuned.
Won't nobody love you the way they should. Won't nobody check up on you, make sure you're good. Won't nobody check those body tremors for your neck. All they really want.
Hey everyone, my name is Becky Park and I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and Mercari. If you want to hear about what I sold in the second week of April, this video is for you. Now, full disclaimer, this was not my best week. In fact, you'll see I made right under $230 for the whole week, and I sold a lot of items for a pretty small amount. And so at first glance, you might be like, well, it doesn't seem like this was a very successful week for you. And in terms of how you want to measure success, maybe you're right. But for me, my goal for the past month or two, honestly, has been to move out a lot of older inventory, things that have been sitting in my Poshmark closet for a year or even longer. And you'll see in this video that I was able to successfully do that. So for me, it is still a success. So let's get right into what sold. On Monday, I had 0 sales. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get $0 sales days. On Tuesday, I did have a few sales. Again, most of them were on the smaller end, but I did have my one big over $30, $40 sale on Tuesday. So the first thing that sold was this Maggie London dress, and it was this really pretty floral sleeveless dress. I imagine that maybe this person bought it for Easter, and it actually sold to someone who follows me on Instagram, so thank you so much. I sent her an offer for $13 with discounted shipping, and she accepted, so I took home $8.25. The second thing that sold on this Tuesday was this one-shoulder needle and thread dress. I'd never heard of this brand, and at first glance I was hoping that maybe it was an Anthropologie dress, but it was not, and I could kind of tell once I was touching it and looking at it, and you know, it wasn't fully lined. It didn't really have the highest quality that most Anthropologie pieces do, but it was still a really cute dress. This dress and the Maggie London dress I picked up at a fill-a-bag sale at one of my favorite thrift stores in town. They have this sale on the last Saturday of every month. I get most pieces for $1 to $1.50. I also sent an offer on this dress for $13 with discounted shipping, so I also made $8.25 on this dress. The next thing that sold was really exciting. I've had this bag that my brother's friend gave me to resell. Again, just another reason why you should not be shy about what it is that you do. But he gave me this Samsonite briefcase, and it was basically new without tags. There was a tiny bit of wear on one of the corners, but it wasn't a very big deal, and there was a key actually for the lock, and the key was still on the inside, and it was attached with this little string or this little ribbon, so I knew that it had not been used. My brother told me that his friend never used it, and so I listed it for pretty high. I listed it for $99. Somebody sent me an offer of $40 on it, and at first I countered, and I could tell that this was maybe a newer posher as well, so I also created a bundle and let him know in that feature using the comments that, hey, if you're not comfortable with what I countered you with, and I think I countered at like $60 or something, I said, just let me know what you are comfortable paying, because I'm still willing to negotiate on the price. So he countered with $50 and I pressed accept. So with that, I made a profit of $40, which is pure profit because I didn't pay anything for this bag. My brother's friend gave it to me. The next thing that sold on Tuesday was this gorgeous Sundance open knit sweater. Sundance sells pretty consistently for me, so I love picking it up. Even in last week's What Sold video that I will link right here, you can see that I sold a really pretty Sundance tunic, or maybe that was from 2 weeks ago. Whatever week it was, I will link it. But so this sold. Someone sent me an offer for $21, which I accepted, and I took home $16.80 on that sale. And the final sale of this day was actually kind of bittersweet. It was this beautiful tailor dress. It was made of that kind of neoprene scuba material, and it had like beads and whatnot on the neckline. It was gorgeous, and I had it priced really high at first. I bought it a while ago at a consignment sale at least a year ago, and I had it priced pretty high. I had a couple offers on it, and now that I look back, I should have just taken them because they were definitely higher than what I ended up selling this dress for. That happens sometimes. You can't really know for certain how much something is going to sell for, and sometimes you end up selling things for less than you could have because you were being a little greedy at first. So that's just a lesson from me to you. Don't be too greedy. Look at the comps. Make sure that you've priced your items appropriately, and if you do list on the higher end, don't be afraid to accept offers that may seem a little low to at first, but you have to remember you listed it high to begin with. So on that dress, someone sent me an offer of nope, that's a lie. On that dress, I sent out offers to likers after having dropped it pretty significantly for closet clear out. I sent out offers to likers for $16 with discounted shipping. Someone accepted, so I took home only $11 on that gorgeous dress. By the way, in case you're wondering, I'm sitting in my daughter's room right now because she gets really good natural sunlight, and behind me is her dresser and this little drawing that she drew. I think this is a queen and like a princess, I don't know. So that's what's going on behind me. And this was actually my old dresser when I was little, so it's an antique. Anyway, moving on to Wednesday sales. The first thing that sold on Wednesday was this Tracy Feith, I don't know how you say it, for Target. It's this really pretty short sleeve blouse and it's embroidered. It's, you know, got a really beautiful color to it. Apparently, however, this Tracy Feith for Target line was not super sought after because it didn't get a lot of action. I didn't really ever get any offers on it. I've had it for a super long time. Like, this is from one of the first thrifting trips that I ever went on. My husband and I went to a thrift store in the Chicago suburbs from where he is from, and they were having this like everything is $1 sale. So this is one of the items that we picked up from that sale. So it was only $1, but someone sent me an offer for $8 and I accepted, so I took home $5.05. The next thing that sold on Wednesday was this bundle of 2 pieces. The first thing that sold was this Banana Republic oversized sweater, and I call it oversized because I didn't really know what to call it, but it's got this really open V-neck in the front. You definitely are supposed to wear a tunic or something underneath it. Why would you wear a tunic underneath a sweater? I meant cami. My mother-in-law gave that to me, so that was free. And then the next thing was this Loft polka dot popover. This one I believe I did buy at a Goodwill for pretty cheap. I probably shouldn't have bought it. They were both part of my 4 for $25 sale that I'm having. So I believe that she put them in a bundle and just sent me an offer for $14, which I accepted, so I made $11.05 on both of those items. Again, it's not a big profit, but one of the items was free and one of them I just wanted to move out, so I was fine with that. The next thing that sold was this pair of DKNY mom jeans. It had the big DKNY logo across the back, which was really cool. I think it was kind of hard for me to move these because I personally couldn't model them. They weren't my size, and I know that people have a hard time buying vintage items on Poshmark just because you don't know how it's going to fit you. Like, yes, the measurements are there and whatnot, but vintage items just fit in a way that maybe doesn't suit all body types, and a lot of people did ask me if I could model this for them. It was too big for me, so it wouldn't have looked right, and I guess I could have maybe tried to find a friend who would fit them, but that was just more work that I wanted to do. So I did finally end up selling them. Someone offered me $15 for them, and I took home $12. It wasn't a huge profit, but I've had them for a good amount of time, so I wanted to move them, especially knowing that they were probably going to be harder to move without being able to model them for someone. Thursday, we have a few more items that people gave to me for free, so the cost of goods was nothing, which means that whatever I sold, the money that I made from those items were pure profit, which is always fun. The first item is one of those things. It was this new with tags, really pretty purple Tahari long sleeve cowl neck shirt. This isn't the type of thing that I would typically pick up. I don't know if Tahari sells that well on Poshmark in general, but it was new with tags and someone had given it to me. I believe a friend of mine had given it to me. I sent out offers to likers on this item for $15 with discounted shipping. My voice gave out. With discounted shipping, somebody accepted, and so I took home $10.20 of pure profit on that shirt. The next item is one of my boutique bags. I do sell some boutique items on Poshmark. They are items that I purchased from a wholesaler who is actually a friend of mine. And so this was the very first SKU that I picked up from him, and I got them in a bunch of different colors. And so I'm still selling through these bags. It's this really pretty color blocked vegan leather bag with like a tassel zipper. I sent out offers to likers for this bag for $19. I believe it was my very last one in this color. So somebody accepted, and I took home $13.40 after the discounted shipping and the Poshmark fees. The next thing that sold was this new with tags, the limited skirt. I think that I picked this up. I either picked it up or someone gave it to me for free. If I did pick it up, I picked it up for I did pick it up, and I picked it up at one of those full of bag sales. So it was around $1, $1.25, something like that. I sent out offers to likers for $13. So after the discounted shipping, I took home $8.25. The last sale on Thursday is actually pretty exciting because there is this feature on Poshmark called Stylist, something like that. I don't know. You can sign up to be a stylist, and I think the only qualification for it is you have to be a Poshmark ambassador. And once you become a Poshmark ambassador, you can go into your settings and select this button, or turn this thing on to be a stylist. And what that means is sometimes Poshmark will match you with other people who are looking for stylists, who are looking for a certain type of trend, or looking for certain types of clothes. And so you'll get a notification saying you've been matched with so-and-so as their stylist, and they will tell you what kind of items they're looking for. I have been matched as a stylist to dozens of Poshers, and not once has it led to a sale, except for this one time. So typically if somebody is matched with me as a stylist, I'll ask them very briefly, like, what sizes do you wear and what are you looking for? Probably half the time they don't even respond, so at that point we're done. Sometimes they will respond. I'll send them whatever is in my closet that matches what they said. Again, nothing usually happens after that, so we're done. This person had a pretty detailed description from the get-go of what kinds of things she was looking for. She was looking for stuff to go out in. She told me what kinds of things she was comfortable rocking, as far as I'm okay with showing some skin, I'm okay with, yada, yada, yada. So I could tell that she had put some thought into what it was that she was looking for. She gave me a lot of specifics. I asked her about what sizes she wore. She responded right away. And so I sent her a bunch of items to the bundle, and I let her know, when you feel like you've gone through everything, just delete the items from the bundle that you don't want. Leave whatever you do. Let me know when you're done, and I will send you my best offer. She actually did that. She actually went through, deleted the things that she didn't want, and I didn't even see that she was done. She actually sent me a response saying, hey, I'm done. Let me know what your best offer is. For whatever reason, I didn't see it. She responded again saying, hey, I'm done. Let me know what your best offer is. So I did, and she accepted. One was given to me by my friend Christy, who is married to my friend who was doing videos for me at the very beginning of my YouTube journey. He has since deserted me, which is why the quality of videos has gone down. Hopefully he will find his way back to me. But I'm selling some items of hers and giving her the money that I make from those sales. So one of these items is hers, and it's this Forever 21 high neckline tank, and I had it listed for $8. So I sent her an offer for $13 on both of these items. The other item was this Caution to the Wind dress that a former student of mine had given me a long time ago. Sorry, I keep missing stuff. Since they were both items that were part of my 4 for $25 sale, and after discounted shipping, I took home, oh no, I didn't offer discounted shipping. I just sent her an offer for $13, and so I took home $10.05. And my friend made $5, so you're welcome, Christy. Moving on to Friday, I only had one sale. I've been looking back at my weeks of sales, and I know a lot of people say that they make the most sales on Friday. I typically make like 1 or 2. I don't know what it is, but I don't make a whole lot of sales on Fridays, and this was no exception. This Friday, I sold this one hoodie, and it was a youth extra large. It could also fit a woman's extra small, so I put both of those sizes on the listing, but I listed it as a youth extra large. Just this blue color, zip up, nothing special about it. They offered me $10 for it. I had it listed for $14. They offered me $10, so I took home $7.05. On Saturday, I also only sold one thing, well, really 3 things, but it was part of one bundle. I don't even know where these shirts came from, but I think that my friend actually, and I've talked about him before, but he gave me like 7 garbage bags filled with clothing that he just no longer wore. Inside those bags, there were all of these random shirts from Abercrombie Kids, and they were all either like a size 12 or 14, something like that. There were a bunch of polos, some t-shirts, stuff like that. Some of them were even new with tags or new with like the little sticker. I don't know why he had these random children's clothes, but I listed them all, and they've been in my Poshmark closet for quite some time. I did sell a bundle of these shirts a while back of like 7 items or something like that. And then finally the last 3 of these shirts sold in a bundle. So the lady put them in a bundle. I sent her an offer of $28 with $1.80 off of shipping. She accepted, so I made $20.60. And again, that's pure profit because I did not actually go out and source those items. They were just given to me for free. So $20.60 right in my pocket, which is super exciting. And then today, which is Sunday. And by the way, if there are any sales that pop up at the end of the day after I make this video, I'll just tack them on to next week's video. I sold a lot of really cheap stuff, and that's okay with me. So the first thing that sold was this bundle. Again, 2 items that were in my 4 for $25 sale, and it was the Sea Wonder blouse. Sea Wonder, I think that that might be one of those like QVC brands, but it was this red blouse, and it had this kind of geometric print on it, and it was a silk blend. It got no attention. It was one of the pieces that I picked up at that same thrift store that had the $1 per item sale that I talked about earlier in this video. Just no attention, so I threw it in that sale, and I actually had relisted this. I actually bought this, I listed it, it had no attention. I sent it to ThredUp, they did not accept it. They sent it back, so I relisted it, and it has finally sold. Thank the good Lord. So this blouse sold, it's not a blouse, it's a button-up. This button-up sold with this J. Crew Factory, it's like this botanical print button-up shirt. And so both of those were put in a bundle. I sent her an offer of $13 and she accepted, so I made $10.05 on that bundle. Oh, this next item. This next item is one of the first things that I ever listed when I first joined Poshmark. It was an old long sleeve shirt of my husband's. It's this Gap striped long sleeve tee. I don't remember how much I initially listed it for, but I kept dropping the price. It was listed at $7, and so I sent out offers to likers for $6 with discounted shipping. Somebody accepted, so we made a whopping $1.25 on this shirt, which honestly, I don't care. Like, that's still free money to me. My husband wore that shirt for many years and got a lot of use out of it, and I could have just donated it, and many of you might think that that might have been better than spending all that time listing it and photographing it and sharing it. It's still $1.25 that I didn't have, so now I can go and get a large McDonald's Coke with it and know that that's where it came from, so I'm okay with that. The next thing that sold, I believe my friend gave me a couple weeks ago. She brought all this stuff during Bible study and was like, here, just sell all this stuff. So this was a pair of Gap Sexy Boyfriend high-rise jeans, and I sent out offers to likers on them. I believe I had them listed for maybe like $14 or $15. I sent out an offers to likers for $12, and I made $1.80. No, I didn't. That's with discounted shipping of $1.80 off shipping. So I made $7.25 of, again, pure profit because someone gave me those jeans. And last but not least, this dress I picked up at that same fill-a-bag sale thrift store. So I paid maybe $1.25 for it. I probably shouldn't have gotten it. I got it because I thought it was really pretty. It was this loft paisley dress with this sequin trim neckline. The problem with it was that it was a 00 petite and one of the sequins was missing. So not only was it a super small size, but there was a flaw. That being said, somebody sent me an offer of $8. Sorry, I couldn't see what it said. Someone sent me an offer of $8 and I accepted, so I took home $5.05. Unless more sales come in today, from Monday, April 8th through Sunday, which is today, the 14th, I made $229.98. That is my take-home pay after Poshmark fees, after all the shipping discounts, but that number does not include my cost of goods. However, you and I both know now that my cost of goods for this week, it was super low because most of the items that I sold were either given to me or they were from that fill-a-bag sale. Now, you also probably noticed that a lot of my sales, the majority of my sales, were for things that were like $10, $15 or less. And I am honestly okay with that. I have a lot of items in my closet still that I should not have bought or things that people just gave me. And that's why I have that 4 for $25 sale. It's just this ongoing, everlasting sale, and it's just a place where I can put items that I know are not highly coveted and they're going to be a little bit harder to move. So I just throw them in that sale in hopes that people will bundle. And as you can see from today's video, I've been selling through a lot of those items, and even though they're not super exciting, even though I'm not making a lot off of each of those transactions, it's still money in my pocket, and especially when those items are given to me for free, I'm good with that. So some more stats about this week's sales. I sold 25 items and 19 transactions because a lot of those items were sold as bundles. Of those items, 4 of them were men's items, 4 of them were children's items, and 17 of them were women's items. I love the idea of selling all different kinds of stuff in your closet, carrying stuff for men, for children, for women, because if I only carried women's items, I would have missed out on selling 8 things. I sold 5 bundles this week, and of those bundles, 1 was just bought outright, so the person created a bundle and just bought it using my built-in bundle discount. 1 of them was through that stylist feature that I talked about. 2 of them were bundles that buyers made and then I sent them an offer, and 1 of them was a bundle that a buyer made and they sent me an offer and I accepted. 8 of the transactions were through offers to likers. My offers to liker strategy is that I will send out offers to likers every day, just at the end of the day, on everything that received a like for that day. I like to do that rather than bombard them with the offer right after they like the item, and I like to do that rather than wait, you know, for a period of 2 weeks or for a month or something, because I find that it takes a really long time to go through your entire closet and send them offers to likers. I typically, like I said, will send them at the end of the night before I go to bed, and I've been experiencing some pretty good success with that, so I'm gonna keep doing that up until it stops working for me. So that's just one note about offers to likers. But in general, this was a week of just really small sales, but those small sales add up. $5 here, $10 here, $15 here, they all add up. And like I said, I still made $230 essentially on stuff that I just wanted to move out of my closet. And that's better than people who aren't selling on Poshmark and they're not making money on used clothes. Maybe some of you are in similar situations as me and you're only able to move cheaper items, or you're just getting a lot of lowball offers. But just keep pressing on, just keep moving forward, and be thankful for every sale that you have. I know I am, even on that $6 sale on my husband's Gap striped shirt. I'm thankful because it's $1.25 that I didn't have before that shirt sold. So, you know, you can choose to be kind of upset that you're not doing as well as some people that you might follow on Instagram. It looks like they're killing it, but you don't know how much they're paying for their items. You don't know how long they've held onto those items for. You don't know what their business model is. And it's not healthy to compare yourself to people who have completely different business models as you. So if this video makes you feel at all better about how you're doing with your business, you're welcome. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you enjoy What Sold videos, my goal is to try to do them every week. I will try to be as consistent as I can, but if you want to make sure that you don't miss any coming up, then make sure that you also hit that subscribe button, or even press the little bell to let you know as soon as I upload a new video. Finally, if you're interested on what my Poshmark closet looks like or the kinds of items that I carry in it, my Poshmark closet is Becky Park, and you can also find me on Instagram at Becky Park on Poshmark. Thank you guys so much for choosing to spend your time with me. I really appreciate it. Thanks, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!